Hi, this is Jessie, which is short for Justina. As you can see in the video, my lips are moving and you can't hear a thing. Why is that? Because this is my first long form video that I filmed and edited all by myself. And in doing a voiceover on the hyperspeed part of my video, I completely erased the original vocals and the parts where I was talking. So here I am, talking about how I'm about to do my lashes on myself and how you shouldn't do that on yourself unless you're a professional. And I think I'm about to talk about cleanser. Yep, there I am talking about cleanser, how you should wash your lashes every day, and how not washing your lashes before your lash appointment is like showing up to the dentist not having brushed your teeth for 2 weeks. And yes, we can tell. We can see everything. So I also talk about this cleanser, how I really love it. It's a liquid. It's so gentle and it feels incredible. I put it in this cool little atomizer, so it feels really refreshing and gentle, but it's really effective at removing grease and dirt. What it doesn't do great is removing makeup, which you should not be wearing before your lash appointment, because especially like powders and oil-based products, even concealer, especially the thicker concealers, it gets all up in the lashes and there's just no way of cleansing that properly in an appointment before you get your lashes done. And not cleansing it off thoroughly is like trying to apply lashes onto dirt. Like you can't put tape on a dirt road and think it's gonna stick. It's not gonna stick. Same thing with lash extensions. And so now I'm talking about, I have no idea what I'm talking about. That's primer. It's going to prep my natural lashes for the extensions. It raises the cuticle so that the adhesive kind of bonds to the lash extensions like Velcro. And also very gentle, very refreshing, and you just brush it on. It also helps detail in the cleaning, like get the little extra dirt and oil off before you apply the lash extensions. Super fun. I'm wearing a F1, no, what am I wearing? I'm wearing the World Cup shirt for Miami because we had the World Cup here. We had several games and it was super cool. So now I'm just brushing my lashes and getting ready to remove any loose lashes or any grown out lashes. And once I am done with that, I am going to put the camera on hyperspeed because it's super boring watching me do my own lashes for an hour. But in just an hour, my eyes are completely transformed. So here we go. Here you can see me. Those are my tools that I'm going to apply the eyelashes with. Notice they are in a sterile pouch. If your lash artist is not pulling their tools out of a sterile pouch before your appointment, they are not sterilized. That doesn't mean that they're dirty, but what it does mean is that there might be contaminants on it, just even from the air. So there's a difference between sterile and sanitized. Sanitized means cleaned, but you can sanitize and then not seal them in a pouch, and then they get unsanitized very quickly. So we sterilize, not sanitize, and then we seal them in the pouches and then we sterilize them again. So they get sterilized twice. They get sanitized once, sterilized twice. We also wear gloves to protect your eyes, because eyes are very, very sensitive and can very easily get infected. And I wear a mask and my clients wear a mask. That way, if you caught a cold from your kindergartner, I'm not getting that and passing it on to the rest of my clients for the day. And so here I am, just separating my lashes out, getting anything that's kind of stuck or loose or grown out. I'm pretty sure I also spoke in the beginning of the video about my background. So I have been a licensed cosmetologist for over 20 years. And when I went to school, there was no such thing as lash extensions. So I didn't learn it in school. And I was a cosmetologist. I focused on hair. And then I went into the corporate hair care world, working with brands like Orbe and R&Co and Fito and Dove and S, working behind the scenes in sales, product development, and education. And then when I got tired of working for men in hair care, which is a whole nother story. So what I'm gonna do now is pick up the lashes, dip them in the adhesive, isolate a single lash on my eye, and place it carefully. I hyperspeed this because it is absolutely repetitive and boring, but my goal for my eyes is to look open and youthful. Okay, so this is when I am making a complete disclaimer about do not do this at home. This is not something you should be doing yourself, ever. I can't tell you how long I tried to do my own lashes and failed. It took me literally 10 years to get the skills, grow the depth perception, the motor skills, the muscle memory, all those things to be able to do my own lashes. Also, my adhesive that I use is extremely gentle, no fumes, and that's just not something that you can get from Amazon. So unless you want to poke yourself in the eye or burn your eyeball with chemicals, get a chemical burn on your eyeball, do not ever try and apply lashes yourself at home, ever. I use a natural curl and a really beautiful tapered lash so that it looks like real hair and feels really soft. You don't want to feel weight on your own eyelashes. That's what's nice, going to wear lashes instead of mascara or strip lashes or even those clusters. You literally feel nothing. So I always go really short on the inner corner, and for myself I go 8 to 9 to 10, and then I take 10 from the mid all the way to the end, and there you go.